2016 presidential candidates. Kicking off that 5 p.m. Eastern debate is former HBO CEO Carly Fiorina. She's here to go on the record. Nice to see you, Carly.
Great to be with you, Greta. Thanks for having me.
Okay, Carly, what's your overall strategy tomorrow? When you walk off that stage, what do you want to have accomplished?
I want people to know who I am because only 40% of Republicans have heard my name. I have the lowest name ID of anyone in the field. I want people to understand that I can win this job and do this job. And I want people to understand something of what I will do when I'm in the job.
When you say people don't know you, only 40% know you, it seems to me that there's a lot of gender identification in the Democratic Party. I think a lot of women are cheerleading Secretary Clinton to run for the White House because it's fun to have a woman in the White House for so many women. Are you getting that GOP woman sort of girl power stuff?
Well, of the women who know me, yes, they're very excited. But as I say, because I'm not a professional politician, I really started my campaign in the early part of May from a standing start. And honestly, if you look at the polls, only 40% of Republican voters know who I am. So I have a lot of introductions still to go. And I think tomorrow will be a great opportunity to begin that with people who don't know I'm running.
All right. Well, you, like Donald Trump, come from a business background. You aren't professional politicians who both have said that. Donald Trump, as you've been quoted as saying, has tapped into anger. Do you want to tap into anger? I mean, how does that sort of facilitate the race?
Well, look, I think people are frustrated and angry about a professional political class that has failed them. Let's be honest, we're talking about border security in this election cycle, as we always do. How long have we been talking about that? 25 years. How long have we known the border was insecure? At least 25 years. How long has the border not been secure? 25 years. How long has the VA been a stain on our honor? How long have we been talking as conservatives about shrinking the size and power of government? And yet, it gets bigger and more powerful every single year. Yes, worse under Obama. But the truth is government has been getting bigger for almost 50 years. The political class has failed people. And it is why I believe people are encouraging of my candidacy, because I understand the economy, the world, how it works, who's in it, bureaucracies, how to hold them accountable and cut them down to size, and technology, which is a great tool, but it's also a weapon that's being used against us.
Do you know better than Donald Trump? You're both business people, so naturally I'm pitting you against Donald Trump. But do you know business and the economy better than Donald Trump?
I've had a very different set of experiences than Donald Trump. I started out as a secretary. I went on eventually to lead the largest technology company in the world. So it's a very different experience set of working my way up, of building business in the technology sphere. As well, I have, as I mentioned to you, I know more world leaders on the stage today than anyone running, with the possible exception of Hillary Clinton, only I didn't do photo ops. I've wrestled with bureaucracies. I know what they are. I know how we need to hold them accountable. I know, for example, how important zero-based budgeting is, and I understand technology. And I actually think in the 21st century that matters a lot.
All right, you mentioned bureaucracy, that you know bureaucracy. Here in Washington is the bureaucracy, but we also have enormous divide. I mean, it's like the Hatfields and the McCoys, and so nothing gets done. Do you see yourself as any sort of unique ability or something, not to agree with your political opponent, but somehow get people on the same page to have a common goal? Can you do that?
Yes, and you know how? By tapping the power of citizens. Citizens, whether they're Democrats, Independents, or Republicans, know something's really wrong. So let me give you an example. Zero-based budgeting. It's a fancy term for knowing where every single dollar is being spent so that we can justify some dollars and get rid of other dollars. You know what I would do? I would go into the Oval Office and ask the American citizens to take out their smartphones, and I'd ask them a very simple question. Do you think it's important that we know where your money is being spent? Press 1 for yes, 2 for no. They will vote. They will press 1 for yes. And what does that do? It uses the power of citizenry to put pressure on the professional political class to act. We know politicians respond to pressure.
Carly, thank you very much. And after tomorrow night, more than 40% will know you, and I hope you'll join us again on the record. Thank you, Carly.
Always a pleasure. Thank you, Greta.